All right, Taurus, let's get into a reading. I want to see what's coming out for you. The energy's coming in strong. My nose is starting to itch like crazy. That's how I know the energy's strong. Okay. Someone's embarrassed. Someone is embarrassed. What are they embarrassed about? Guys, if you need anything, check it out down below. Thank you to everyone who is here. Okay, someone who's been smiling on the outside is actually dying on the inside. This is someone who felt like you were difficult and no longer wanted to deal with you or the relationship that they had with you. So they could have acted in an embarrassing way. Do you know what I'm getting? I'm getting an energy of someone that got fed up with this relationship or didn't want to do it anymore, but they weren't able to be a mature adult and tell you that. So they acted in a way that now when they look back, they're embarrassed, because when they felt like you were difficult, when they didn't want to deal with this anymore, it was like, well, you're the problem. Okay. So that's why I'm cheating on you. Well, you're the problem. That's why I'm ghosting you. But someone now is like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed that I acted that way. I cannot believe I did that. So someone here blamed you for the relationship failing, but they're now saying that they weren't no saint. That's what I'm saying. Give me more. Leaving you hurt me. They've been thinking about coming back, where they once were like, I will never come back. They've been thinking about it a little more recently. Maybe our paths will cross. Maybe we will run across one another's path in the future. Give me a little bit more. This person could have blamed you for the relationship failing because they felt like you allowed something to get in the way. Whatever this interference is, could have been a friend, could have been a job. This could be something as simple as, let's say that this person gave you an ultimatum and said, no, you're not going on vacation with your family. And if you do, I'm breaking up with you. We done. You could have been like, excuse me, don't give me an ultimatum when it comes to my family. That's rude. That's really rude. You could have left. Listen, we've had this planned for 6 months. We talked about this. That could have been the moment when they were like, you know what? We breaking up. I'm taking everything. Period. Because I told you not to do that. They blamed you. Well, guess what? If you didn't want us to break up, you should have made better choices. But now that this person has grown and gotten some sort of wisdom over time and is where they are, they're starting to see that there's some parts that they need to take responsibility for too, is what I'm saying, okay? Now, when it comes to them, they're embarrassed around the fact that they didn't have a conversation with you. They now see that you were very open with them and that they could have been open with you, but that they chose not to. So this person feels like that they could have had a conversation with you and you would have been understanding, open, and inviting, but they did the complete opposite. They could have acted in a way that they're now embarrassed of or even ashamed. There could have also been something that they weren't willing to let go of, okay? Give me a little bit more. Yeah, this could have been someone who didn't want to settle down. I wanted to keep my options open. I didn't know how to tell you this truth. So I said that this relationship was too difficult. You were too difficult. That there was a turnoff. So this is someone who couldn't tell you, listen, I just want to keep my options open. I'm not ready to settle down. I'm not ready to get married. I'm not ready to be someone's wife or husband. They couldn't tell you that. Instead, they found things about you or the relationship as a whole where they were like, I can't deal with that for the rest of my life. Nope, definitely ain't dealing with that. No. And now that they look back, they're like, I don't know why I didn't tell you. I could have been honest with you. You would have been like, oh, okay, no biggie. No, I get it. Yeah, a lot of people can't handle that I'm a man that goes fishing for 3-day weekends every week. I get it. That's not meant for everybody. Maybe this is a man who was like, you're too much. You're way too much. I can't deal with you. And you could have been the kind of woman where you would have been like, oh, I get it. Everybody feels that way. But instead, they acted in a way where they now feel embarrassed. And there's a sense of disgust. I should have handled that a different way. Okay, give me more. This could have also been someone who let an external party intrude. There could have been gossip, and instead of clearing the gossip with you, they blamed you instead of clearing it up. What does this person want? Okay, so we see that they've changed their clarity. They see something through different eyes. What do they want though? They're juggling. They don't know. They're like, I don't know. I just see it differently. So right now, this person hasn't even decided to take action. They're just at a place of, I don't know. I just got the truth. This is like finding out your aunt or your uncle passed away and you got their home and people are asking you, so are you going to move to Scotland? And you're like, I don't know. I just found out. Give me a minute. That's what this person is feeling. So for a while or for too long, they blamed you. But now some sort of different clarity or truth has come in. Where they once were like, I will not be coming back. I am not talking to you again. That's changed. But they're unsure what to do with this information or how to even approach it. Now, there is a recognition here that they can't forget you and the good times that you guys shared with one another. I don't know why, but I'm seeing people sit on a porch having like an open conversation with one another. So you guys could have even had maybe in-depth conversations where you guys were really vulnerable with one another. That could be something else that this person can't forget. I remember the moments that we shared with one another when I really felt like I seen you and you really seen me. Like we were bonding in those moments. That could be something else this person is feeling. Now, for some of you, this is a soulmate that could have changed you to your core. They could have changed you they could have changed you. Yeah. They could have changed how you approach life. Dealing with this person, meeting this person could have changed maybe how you approach life, how you approach relationships, how you have conversations. This person did bring some sort of change, okay? So right now they're unsure if they're going to approach. They're thinking a lot about the past. This is news to them. This is something they never even thought would change. They never in their mind thought that this would be something where they're like, oh man, I should have handled that differently. They never thought that was going to happen. So this is a very abrupt truth. So someone here starting to see where maybe they could have done things differently in your guys' relationship. Instead of packing while you were at work, I should have had a conversation with you and told you I was leaving. Instead of leaving you for Nicole down the street, I should have told you that I wasn't interested in you and that other people were telling me about things that you were doing. But instead of doing that, I was like, nah, I'm leaving you for so-and-so. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Five of Swords, some sort of betrayal. Yeah, this person did something and you felt like, oh, step on my toes, can you? So this person did something that made you feel like they stepped on your toes. Like, don't have any regard for me. Please don't think about me. No, baby, you do you. You do you. It's fine. Show me what you really want to do. That could have been something that took place. Okay. How do they feel for you now? They feel like they're able to recognize some sort of ending through different eyes. Yeah, they've learned the lesson. You could have learned the lesson quicker than they did. They finally learned a lesson around your ending. They recognized something. They recognized that they had tools to handle this differently. Have any of you ever done something and then you think back and you go, ooh, I should have handled that differently. I should have been nicer. I should have maybe been meaner. I should have slammed the door a little bit quicker. I should have said this instead of that. I should have been maybe more mature, and instead of screaming, I should have sat down and been like, okay, now listen, hold on a second. Now I'm going to get my point across. This person is recognizing that there was an ending that didn't have to be brutal. It didn't have to end that way. I could have just been honest with you. So again, this could have been someone who felt like you were difficult, felt like this relationship was too hard to handle, wanted to keep their options open, found out they were figuring out every reason they didn't want to give to you. But instead of telling you, they could have decided to go give to someone else. So that then completely, for some of you, it closed the door all the way because you didn't even have enough respect for me to tell me, hey, I'm dating other people because I'm not set on you. I think you're amazing, but I want to keep my options open. You would have had more respect for this person if they could have been honest like that. And they know that. So because they disrespected you in the way that they did, it kind of felt like a slap to the face, if I'm going to be honest with you. They now see it differently, and that's the embarrassment. I didn't care. I didn't care. And you can tell by my behavior that I did not care. And that's what I'm saying. So this person's now looking back and going, wait, I need to be a adult. I need to be an adult, and I need to be responsible, and I need to take accountability. I should have handled that differently. I had the tools to handle that differently, and I didn't. I chose not to. And that's what I'm saying here, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm saying here. So they've been blaming you for whatever happened. But now they don't necessarily feel like you're the bad guy. They don't feel like you're perfect, but they don't feel like you're the bad guy. They want to have an honest conversation with you. Okay. Give me one more. Very soon, an honest conversation is going to come in from this person. Very soon, an honest conversation is going to come in from this person. So you're going to get the truth. Now, whether or not the truth is there to align you guys back together, that's up to you. I'm not here to tell you that part or not. What I will tell you is that the truth is going to set you free, whether that means away from this person or with them. You could end up meeting over drinks, coffee, alcohol, something of that sort. This person wants to tell you what they now see as like a lesson learned. They feel like this dynamic has changed them to their core. Because of this dynamic, they value things differently and their morals are different, okay? So again, in the past, they blamed you. Well, now they're like, no, that wasn't correct for me. I value being the kind of person where I take accountability. Are you the reason the relationship failed? No, it isn't all you. I'm part of it too. That's where this person's at, okay? And what I'm saying is that they kind of want you to know. Give me more. Very soon, a conversation. Yeah, a conversation you've hoped for. A conversation you've hoped for. Communication. This is justice for you. You're not the bad guy. You know, it's interesting, Taurus, because I'm getting an energy of people have the tendency to want to make you the bad guy until a few years down the road when they're put in your shoes and then they realize you're not the bad guy. And what I'm saying is that you're about to get confirmation. Were you perfect? No. But this person did something that they now feel a lot of regret over. And they're wishing that they would have handled this relationship differently. And there's even recognition that this person has maybe ruined a good thing. Because again, it's an energy, if I would have respected you enough to tell you this, I would actually think that I have a chance at another shot. But I don't think I do, because I'm so disgusted with myself. I can only imagine how you feel. That could be something that this person's feeling. So I see a conversation you once hoped for coming in, them finally being honest with you. But they are embarrassed with whatever this is. Yeah, this could have been someone who decided to keep dating other people, and they could be giving you the honest communication. You're right. I said you're the reason the relationship didn't fail. You wanted too much from me. You weren't being patient. You're being clingy. You're being needy. You're being controlling. When actually I wanted to keep my options open and I didn't want to tell you that, so I was gaslighting you. And now I feel shame for that because I think I missed a good thing. That's what I'm saying. That could be for some of you. And someone here could be embarrassed around the fact that they let other people intrude. No, keep your options open. It's fine. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. And now this person could be coming in and going, listen, I actually do want to worry about you. We need to have a talk. I should have handled this differently. I wanted to keep my options open. I didn't know how to tell you that truth. I wanted to be single. I didn't know how to tell you that truth. But our dynamics changed me. And I'm sorry if you feel that I stepped on your toes. Because I feel like I stepped on your toes. I feel like I did some shady That's how this person feels. Okay? So, they were blaming you. They're not blaming you anymore. And you're going to be getting an apology, okay? This person doesn't like how this makes them feel. Whether or not you accept them back is up to you. Leaving it here. Bye, guys.